That single moment when you lose control of your anger can be the exact second everything you've worked for begins to fall apart. But centuries ago, ancient thinkers uncovered a way to transform that explosive emotion into something far more powerful: unshakable mental strength. Imagine this. You're sitting in traffic, already running late for something important. The car ahead of you is moving painfully slow. Your frustration builds instantly. Your heart starts pounding. Your grip tightens around the wheel. Feels familiar, doesn't it? Here's what's really happening. In that moment, your brain is essentially taking over itself. Scientists have shown that when anger spikes, the prefrontal cortex, the part responsible for logic and clear thinking, shuts down temporarily. And not just for a moment, sometimes for hours. That's why people say they see red. But here's the fascinating part. Long before modern neuroscience confirmed this, ancient philosophers had already figured something out. They realized that anger isn't something that simply happens to you. It's something you participate in. It's something you allow. And once you understand that, you gain access to a kind of power most people never experience. The Stoics weren't just thinkers sitting in quiet rooms. They were people living in extreme conditions. Leaders, soldiers, slaves, rulers. They faced real danger, real pressure, real consequences every single day. Marcus Aurelius governed an empire while writing about discipline and self-control. Epictetus, born into slavery, became one of history's greatest teachers. What united them wasn't comfort, it was mastery over themselves. Modern research supports what they practiced. Studies show that people who struggle with anger have higher risks of heart disease, weakened immune systems, and shorter lifespans. On the other hand, those who learn to regulate their emotions live longer, maintain stronger relationships, perform better professionally, and feel more satisfied with their lives. So what exactly did they know? What allowed them to turn intense emotion into calm control? Today, we're breaking down 8 powerful Stoic strategies for mastering anger. And this isn't surface-level advice. These are principles tested over thousands of years. But first, you need to understand how anger actually works. Most people assume anger is automatic. Something happens, and instantly they react. But the Stoics recognized something crucial. There is always a gap between what happens and how you respond. A small space. And inside that space lies your freedom. Strategy 1. Understand what you can and cannot control. The Stoics simplified life into 2 categories: things within your control and things outside of it. You can't control other people. You can't control traffic, weather, or outcomes. But you can control your thoughts, your actions, and your reactions. Studies show that most of what triggers anger falls into the category of things we cannot control, which means people are constantly exhausting themselves emotionally over situations they can't change. The solution is simple. Ask yourself, can I influence this? If yes, act. If no, release it. Strategy 2. Pause before reacting. When anger rises, your body floods with stress hormones. Your breathing changes, your heart rate spikes, and your clarity disappears. But this reaction doesn't last forever. It fades quickly if you don't feed it. The Stoics practice delay. Pause, breathe, count slowly. This simple act gives your rational mind time to return. And that pause can be the difference between control and regret. Strategy 3. Change the meaning you assign to events. Anger isn't just about what happens, it's about the story you tell yourself about it. Instead of reacting automatically, ask, what else could this mean? Maybe the person who upset you is struggling. Maybe the situation isn't personal. By shifting your perspective, you change your emotional response. Strategy 4. Use challenges as training. The Stoics didn't avoid difficult situations, they used them. Every frustrating person, every obstacle, every inconvenience becomes an opportunity to build patience and resilience. Instead of thinking, why is this happening to me? Ask, what is this teaching me? This shift transforms irritation into growth. Strategy 5. Accept human nature. People will disappoint you. They will act selfishly, carelessly, or unfairly. Expecting perfection from others only creates frustration. When you accept that people behave according to their limitations, you stop taking everything personally. And when you stop taking things personally, anger loses its power. Strategy 6. Prepare your mind for difficulty. The Stoics practiced imagining challenges before they happened. Not to be negative, but to be ready. When you mentally prepare for obstacles, they no longer shock you. And when something doesn't surprise you, it doesn't control you. Strategy 7. Stay anchored in the present. Most anger comes from replaying the past or anticipating the future. But in this exact moment, right now, you are usually safe. By focusing on what is actually happening instead of what might happen, you reduce emotional intensity instantly. Strategy 8. Turn emotion into purposeful action. Anger isn't always useless. Sometimes it points to something important, a boundary, an injustice, a necessary change. The key is not to react impulsively, but to respond deliberately. Instead of exploding, channel that energy into something constructive. Now, here's something most people never realize. Anger can become addictive. Each time you get angry, your brain releases chemicals that create a temporary sense of power. And over time, your mind begins to seek that feeling again. But when you practice these strategies consistently, something changes. Your brain begins producing different chemicals, ones associated with calm, clarity, and confidence. You stop craving chaos. You start valuing peace. And that's when real transformation begins. The Stoics understood something we often forget today. Anger is not strength. It is a loss of control. True strength is the ability to remain calm when everything around you is not. Every time you practice these techniques, you are not just managing a moment. You are reshaping your mind. You are becoming someone who stays steady under pressure. Think about the people you respect the most. Do they react impulsively? Do they explode over small things? Or do they remain composed, thoughtful, and grounded? That is real power. So now, the choice is yours. You can continue reacting automatically, letting your emotions dictate your actions. Or you can begin developing the discipline and awareness that leads to true freedom. Difficult situations will always exist. Challenging people will always appear. That's not the question. The real question is, when those moments come, who will you choose to be?